Gentlemen, so as discussed in our lesson today, here is the equipment for electrolysis. So you can see I have got my battery or my power pack. Can be either, but a power pack provides more energy and so is going to work better for our purposes. Okay, so we've got our power pack. Attached to the power pack are two leads. One of them is leading to a bulb. That's just because the bulb, if the process is working, will light up. Okay, so it's not actually a necessary part of what's going on. It's just there to indicate that our process is working. And then on the other end is our electrode. So you can see here, it's a small rod of graphite. It doesn't need to be particularly big. Okay, and I've connected that with a crocodile clip. You can see that the terminals on our battery are labelled red and black. The red one is the positive one. Okay? So on our right-hand side over here, this is going to be the anode, and on our left here is going to be the cathode. Remember, panic, positive anode, negative is cathode. Okay, so we are going to use this equipment to electrolyse a substance. And the substance that we are going to electrolyse is lead bromide. Okay, so we've got lead bromide and it's in this sort of powder format. Okay, and we are going to do electrolysis on it to try and get the lead out of this compound. So we should be able to separate the lead from the bromine. In order to do this, because it is currently a solid, the ions are not going to move, and so electrolysis will not work. So as we saw in our previous lesson, in order to make it work, what I have to do is I have to melt it. Okay? So I am putting some of the lead bromide into my crucible, and I am going to melt that first using the Bunsen burner. Okay? So at the moment you will see, if I turn my power on and I put both of my electrodes in, okay, nothing happens to my bulb. My bulb is not lighting up at all because my solid lead bromide cannot conduct electricity. Its ions are not free to move. Okay. Whereas, hopefully, if I melt it, this should work and I should get my substance able to conduct electricity. Okay, so I'm going to turn my Bunsen burner on and we are going to attempt to melt the lead bromide so that we can do electrolysis on it. It's just going to take a second because the gas hasn't been on in quite a long time. Okay, the flame is fairly weak, so I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes. I'm going to pause the video here so that we can wait for the lead bromide to melt. Okay, I've now given it several minutes. It's been going for about 5 minutes and my lead bromide has melted. Okay, so we should see, I've got to turn the electricity on first. Okay, look at the bulb. Okay, we should see, there we go, that there is some electrolysis going on. You can tell there's some electrolysis going on because the bulb is lighting up. Okay, so successful electrolysis.
not the receipt, and what time is it?